Another shipment from the airport. What do we got? Not a lot, you know, really hot out. Didn't want to risk too much, but got a full bag of black ranchos. We'll be getting those into a tank. What else do we get? Hopefully it's all alive. Yep, this is a bag full of SBI rasboras. These guys are the pork chops, stay a little smaller. And then, what else do we get here? Uh-oh, that's not good. That's a bunch of, supposed to be blue angelfish, except most of them aren't alive. So that's no good, but that's why we don't ship that much. Oh, that's just brutal. That's brutal. Ugh. You know, so I want to say it's supposed to be like 50 of them or something. I can count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 10 or 12 that are upright at the moment, so I'm going to work on these first. I'm going to put the camera down and see if I can't save any of these. So here we are. Here's the blue angels. A lot of them are still struggling. You know, they're definitely ammonia burned, and you know, their slime coats are just shot. You can see this guy up here. He's just covered in gunk. Hopefully we'll pull him through, you know. But when they swim like that, it's not a good sign. What else do we get? Then we got the Rasbora SBI. You know, they're doing better. I can see a couple of dead bodies in there. You know, but they're starting to eat. That's an important sign. But overall, doing pretty good. And then we've got the black ranchos over here. You know, they're doing okay. You know, their slime coats are a little beat up because they just got through shipping, but you know, that'll repair. And yeah, so not the worst shipment ever, but not a great one by any means. We also got plants in. Show you some other things, like this is just a guppy tank that, you know, guppies we had to bring in because we sell so many. I think I might have missed this shipment. This was from last week. This is, you know, like 250 Romeo's Tetras. Doesn't seem like it when you see it on video, but you start counting them. There's a lot in there. These are neon green rasboras. Here's a group of angels. I'm trying to think. I think I showed these ones already. Those are black neons there in quarantine. Yeah, so lots of stuff, but more shipments as always, you know, probably 3 or 4 a week at least, so tune in for more. So I thought I'd show you guys some of my new goldfish that I'm adding to the studio tank, so to speak. I've got 2 large Ryukins down here. One's a veil tail, one's kind of a standard short tail, and you know, these guys are just kind of beastly. One has kind of got an eye problem, you know, so it's great to go in my tank because I don't mind. You know, it's basically blind in one eye. That's this guy here, but you know, he's big. You can see my hand here. He's, you know, fairly huge. Look at him from top down. But you know, we're gonna put him in as soon as he calms down here. There we go. So there we go. There's one big boy in. You can see he's, you know, roughly similar size to the other one there. A little better color, honestly. But, you know, he does have that eye problem there, but, you know, he can live with me all the same. And then, this one's a nice calico Ryukin veil tail. I mean, this thing is beautiful. And something like this would go, you know, over 200. You can see how big that tail is and everything. It doesn't like being held, but as soon as it calms down, we'll lift it in as well. And you can just see that tail there. You know, tell me that's not one of the most beautiful fish ever. You know, that tail is bigger than some of the fish in here. And these aren't, you know, tiny fish by any means, but you can see just how big that fish is next to my other big Ryukin, the normal one that's in there. Which, you know, he's got a little tumor, but that's why he gets to live with me instead of, you know, being sold. This guy I just fell in love with, and I actually did sell him to a friend once, and now I've gotten it back, and I'm excited to have it, because I didn't want to sell it the first time, but I always sell fish the first time to customers. I give them a week to buy them, and then after that, I get to keep what I like, and this guy got snatched up before I got to take him, so I'm excited to have him back and have him thriving in my tank. So I've also got one more kind of medium to large size ranchu that I'm adding to my collection here, and it's just a calico. And you know, I've only got baby ranchus in this tank, so I wanted one that's bigger and people wanted to see more of him from the store and stuff. So, you know, I just loved his face on him. Honestly, his face was really cool. And you know, so he's not tiny and he's not huge like these Ryukins are, but he is definitely a nice, you know, a nice size there. You know, he's obviously dwarfs that tiny one right there. But yeah, you know, added some fish, and I've got a few more, and you know, some more things to come. So stay tuned with Goldfish. But you know, I'm just enamored by Goldfish, as you guys can probably already tell, and you probably already know. So yeah, let me know if you guys want to see more Goldfish stuff. All right, another shipment. Here we go. Get it open here and see what we got. Every time. How can I do this every time? I think I'm ready, and I forget this rubber band. Every time. I swear. One day, I won't forget this, and you guys will be impressed. So I don't have to waste your time. But, lots of bags, as you guys might be able to see here. There's a lot of stuff. So I'm just going to start pulling it out. First, red turquoise discus. You've got, should be 6 of those. I'm going to float them over here in the discus and quarantine them all together. Let's see here. Which I would only ever do it from this source. This source I trust much better than other sources. Other sources always get quarantined off to the side. But more discus. I'm just going to... This trip's going to take way too long if I keep doing that. So I'm going to find stuff that's not discus here. Cobalt blue discus. What? I don't know. Does that look like cobalt blue to you guys? Doesn't really look like cobalt blue to me. That looks more like red turquoise. Let's see here. That's cobalt blue. Huh. I'm not so convinced. What do I got here? Oh, here's a little zebra pleco. Try and show you that in a tank when it's, you know, done. But let me move some of this stuff out of the way and we'll keep going. Alright, I got all this discus out of the way, which, you know, I think there's 12 of them or something like that I ordered. Then we've got assassin snails, 25 of those. And then we've got frogs. Gross. And then we've got pygmy hatchet fish. You don't see those every day. These guys stay about the size you're seeing them in the bag here. Definitely got to go into quarantine for these guys. There's already one dead, but they tend to be fairly sensitive through shipping, so I'll get all these moved out. We'll go to the next layer. Next layer, let's see what we've got. We've got Siamese algae eaters. Still not very big. Darn it. I've been having problems getting in large Siamese algae eaters, but not a lot I can do about that if they're not coming into the country. They're just all small. Let's see what we got next here. Corydoras paleatus, salt and pepper cories. 18 of those. They look good. Then we've got, oh yes, here is a Giardini. I ordered it because it's a little bit larger size, hoping it will be ready to eat pellets right away. So that'll make my employee happy, I'm sure. Let's see, what else did I get? Let's go back over to the goodie box. Corydoras trilenianus, or basically Julie cories. They look to be doing alright. And then we've got Autosynclus, good. Always need more of those. Ember Tetras, I ordered these again, even though I still have some because they came in big, which is good. And then, last but not least, more trilenianus. So, looks like that's all in there. Oh, no, that's a lie. We've got cardinal Tetras. So, yeah, I'm going to get these all put away, and then we'll probably chime in with how they look once they hit some water. So here's the Giardini. Looks like he's got a little bit of hemorrhaging in his tail fin. I don't know if he was getting beat up by other Giardinis or it's just shipping stress, but we've got some zebra danios in here from the hunt, and we'll see how it goes. You know, we've got meds in the water, obviously, but hopefully we can turn them around, get them on pellets, and get them ready for someone to buy them. Let's see, down here, we've got the assassin snails, and then we've also got the zebra pleco. You can see here, like, the assassin snails are overrun by other snails at the moment. Let's see, what else do we get? We brought out other stuff onto the sales floor, like we had all these locally bred angels, which this is all from one person, by the way. So when I show you other angels, no, they're all from them, one spawn. But over here, down a few more tanks, we've got chocolate gouramis. We just brought those out from quarantine. Let's see, what else do we bring out? We brought out, if we go down over here, brought out the green neon rasbora. So those are always cool. Still got the wild caught discus. And we've got, these goldfish. I don't know if I've shown them on camera yet, but we've got, I showed them on underwater camera on the Facebook page, but big arandas. These are, hand size, and then big ranchus also. Size comparison. These guys over here are pretty small. But then of course we've got Murphy. Got the wind blowing on me, so I'm sure this audio is terrible, but I apologize. Yeah, so back in the quarantine room. Lots more angels, all from the same person. This is one spawn angelfish. So this tank, and this tank, and this tank here, all filled with angels, all from one spawn. Over here, we've got, supposedly it's a pair of blue acaras. We'll see how that goes. And then, I think I showed these off already, but, oh yeah, more angels, still from the same spawn. So yeah, that's when I say one spawn of angels can flood a store and a few spawns can flood a state. I've got baby black ranchus in here, but that's all I've got to show off for today, I think, and we'll chime in with the next shipment. Another small shipment, late night at the airport. Let's see what we got. Special order for customer number 1. Oh my god, these are all individually bagged. I wasn't expecting that. So Panther Crabs, they look awesome. I don't know if you guys can see that yet, but maybe I'll get them in a tank on another video, but they look pretty cool. But I would not have thought those were all going to be individually bagged. So I got to turn the camera off and move a billion Panther Crabs. All right, up next we have, looks like Gold Nugget Pleco. So got 3 of those in here. Got some gold frogs. These are kind of like a leucistic or melanistic frog. What else do we have? Uh-oh. Oh yeah, I did order this. This is just a normal Adonis in here, which, right there, it's real small. But there should be an albino in here. We go. Here's an albino Adonis. Look at this thing. Yeah. That's something you don't see every day. At least I don't. Second time I've ever seen one. Thing's amazing. So yeah, for my local customer, come in and buy that. Thing's awesome. What else we got? Oh yeah, Florida flag killifish. And then, what else? What is this? Oh, keyhole cichlids. And then, I think these are all Blackmore goldfish. Yeah, some little Blackmores. So, alright, I think that's all for fish. Besides, there's obviously going to be replications or repeats of, gold plecos and stuff like that. But next we'll do the live black room, show you what, we were limited to what we could get, but we'll show you anyway. So I lied, we have some more fish. We were able to get some pond comets, Sarasa comets. Whoa, come on out. They look pretty decent. I'm excited about these. They look to be decent quality. So, weather's already turned, so they probably won't be outdoor fish for people, but they can be good pets indoors. And then, 10 pounds live blackworms, which this is amazing because it's been really hard to get blackworms lately. We've been out for a few weeks, so that will make a bunch of people happy, especially as people have like pea puffers and scarlet batis, and then like, that Motoro Stingray we have, which I don't know if I've shown that off, so I'll show you guys some of the stuff that I think I missed a shipment. And so, but like over here, you can see in the quarantine room, we've got this Motoro Stingray, going through quarantine. So that's pretty awesome, I think, anyway. Most people enjoy looking at a Motoro as well. What else do we have? We got rid of a lot of stuff in the quarantine room, just because we're making room to bring stuff in. Over here, these are those Panther Crabs. They're pretty sweet. I don't know much about them at all, but a customer special ordered them, so that's cool. Down here, we've got some Ryukins. Got a calico, some of the Sarasa Ryukins, that kind of stuff. What else do we bring in? We also brought in, I want to say, arandas, right? Yeah, we got arandas, I think. Oh yeah, light is on. We can show that off real quick. We brought in some more large randas, and you know, you can see here they're pretty stout sized fish, but yeah, still bolstering up our goldfish selection and more shipments to come. So, you know, that's just a quick little shipment for you guys, still in the middle of the night, but that's what we got to do. All these little shipments make up for kind of a good selection at the store, and that's what I got to do. So, all right, we'll see you later. Oh man, this Albino Adonis is sweet. Look at this thing. Amazing. I'm intrigued by it anyway. I just had to show it off once it hit the tank. You know, it's obviously not settled in or anything, but I like it. I really like these Sarasa comets as well. I just thought they had pretty good finish. And yeah, they're not, you know, looking great because they just came out of a bag, but I thought the color on them was really nice, and I like the patterns, I like the finish. You know, so getting them happy and healthy will be pretty good. Here's the keyholes. I also put the Gold Nuggets in there, and they just kicked up a bunch of stuff. These Panther Crabs, man, these things look cool. They've really colored up to look pretty awesome. And so yeah, I'll be interested to do some more research on those, and special order for the customers, so not for me anyway. But there we go. Well, picking up another shipment. It is 4 o'clock in the morning, and my fish are ready to go. So there I go. Sorry about that. The guy was waiting on me over here, so I didn't want to keep him waiting, so I had to cut it early. But goldfish and other tropical fish and plants in the back. You can probably see on my face, you know, I'm not quite awake yet at 4:15 in the morning, and now it's time to go put fish away. And yeah, so you probably saw on the thing there, it's September 5th, it's Labor Day, so that's how I spend my holiday. So back to work. Alright, so I'm back at my shop. It's 4:52. Gonna start unboxing. That's all I can do now. Yeah, so box number one, haven't looked at it yet, just opened it up because I can't open them one-handed. Let's see what we got going on here. Oh, I just broke it. That's good. That's what you get if you use one hand on a camera. That's never ideal. But, alright, this is getting ridiculous here. Open up. What are these? Goldfish. I've never seen goldfish packed like this. I mean, I bought ridiculously high-end goldfish. So let me straighten that out. I paid a ridiculous amount for some of these goldfish. Now, whether they'll be amazing and high-end, that I'm gonna see. So, but I've never seen like this cloth bag around it before, so I'm hoping goldfish are in here because this bag is amazing. Like this bag, I've never seen one. I've never ever seen a bag like this, so I have no idea. For all I know, Tetras could be in here, but it makes it a challenge, honestly. Like this is a crazy heavy-duty bag. Like this is amazing to me. I have no idea, like, because it's part of the bag. So I gotta set this down and then maybe open it up because I'm guessing it's a bag in a bag. It's gotta be, right? Like, let me feel. I don't know. Let me see. I gotta put the camera down. So yes, it was a bag inside of a bag. I've never seen that before, and I've ordered some expensive fish before. So I don't know if it's just this farm that I ordered from, but this is like, how do I explain how thick this bag is? Like, even this bag up here is thick. It's made out of like what a rubber boat is made out of. Like if you were to, like an inflatable raft, that's what that bag is. That thing is insane. I might have to keep that just to show my employees and stuff and go, have you seen this? But in theory, some very nice high-end black ranchos here. Just from looking through the bag, their finish looks great. They look good. So I'm excited about that. And I think I got another bag full of these. So I'm gonna open the other bag that's like this, and then I can, well, I guess I could go through some what else is in here. I have no idea, right? So there's another bag like that. That's that weird bag right there. This is, whoa, what do we got here? These are all Ryukins. I think this is assorted Ryukins here. So that's, you know, like, it's hard to see them in a bag, obviously. I'm not gonna try and, you know, show you guys, but they're all thriving. That's a good thing. You know, they're all alive, so that's good. Let's see what else we got over here. What's this bag? Oh, so heavy. What is this? Oh, are these all my jumbo swordtails? Wow, those are no joke. Like, I ordered jumbo, And these things are jumbo. Like I thought they misshipped, and I thought they shipped me like comets, like as in goldfish. These things are no joke. I mean, I bet if I put that in a ruler, that's a solid 3.5, 4 inches. So that's impressive. I like that. Yeah, now I just hope they hold together, because sometimes they've been raised in brackish water and stuff, and in theory these ones haven't been, but you know, you never know. Because just because they say they haven't doesn't mean they actually haven't. So here's another one of these crazy bags. This one's much heavier. So I gotta set it down again because, well, let's see here if I can do this one-handed. These bags are crazy though. They're almost like shower curtain material. Yeah, that's another good example. They're vinyl. That's what I'm trying to come up with vinyl here at 5 o'clock in the morning as I'm working apparently. But yeah, it's vinyl. This is crazy because like stingrays, like the stingray that's over there. I've got a Motoro Stingray in that tank. You can see just his tail. But even those don't get shipped in bags this heavy duty. So I think it's just a money thing. I think there's so much money in this bag that they're just like, you know what? I don't care. That bag can't fail. I think that's the logic. So these are Yun Bao. I'm probably murdering that. I've never heard anyone else ever say that in person. And so maybe I have no idea what I'm talking about, right? But these are Yun Bao goldfish, and they're basically, it's like you take an Aranda and a Ranchu and you combine them. Sometimes called the ingot Aranda, but I already see some that I like in there. I mean, some of these are nice. Of course, you guys are going to have a hard time seeing it here, but oh yeah. Oh yeah. Oh, we're leaking lots of water. Where's all this water coming from? Oh, it's all in the bag. So this bag, so maybe that's why they double bag, but look how much water it's got on my floor. Ugh. Well, that's I guess why I run dehumidifiers, but that's a mess. Tomorrow people are going, what happened? You spilled water? And I'm going to go, yep, it's a fish store. That's what I do. But I gotta get rid of this. It's full of water, so I gotta set the camera down. Alright, so that's box number 1 done. We got 2 more boxes to do, plus a box of plants, but I probably won't do the box of plants tonight, because honestly I want to go back home and go to sleep, and we can do plants. Plants can wait. Plants can wait the extra. Let's see, I gotta be back here probably at 11. I'll get done about 6:30. So that's about 5 hours of sleep. I'll be alright, you know. But let's see what we've got here. Alright. More goldfish. What are these? You know, I ordered all, but then I forget. Oh, I think these are calico ryukins. Or fantails, maybe. I gotta look. Maybe yeah, they're not right. They don't look ryukin, so they look like fantails. Lots of little calico fantails. And then more black. Oh, what? Oh yeah, okay. I was like, what are these? These are black Arandas. So I love me a black Aranda. Love, love, love them. Alright, let's see what else we got in here. This is like a tropical fish. Oh yeah, guppies. Lots of male guppies. Okay. I think I had 175 of those. And then what do I have over here? I think this is more, yeah, more black Arandas. I loaded up on those because I love them and they're hard to get a hold of for me. So box number 3. This one was the heaviest box by far, which, you know, somehow, so these 3 boxes were over 200 pounds for the 3 of them, and somehow it's still like, I don't understand how air shipping works at the airport. I swear it's like no matter how much weight is in these boxes, I pay the same amount. But then other times I'll show up and it'll be like half as much weight, and I'll pay twice as much money. So I don't know if it's by the flight or what it is, because I swear, a lot of times it doesn't make sense. Ooh, more of the high-end bags. So that's I need to work with my vendor, my transshipper here, and go, hey, who's sending these high-end bags? Because 1, I really like the goldfish, and 2, I like the way they package. So we'll save those towards the end because they're gonna be hard to open. These are all balloon mollies. I just haven't brought these in a long time, and they always come in so badly at normal wholesalers, so I thought, let me try my hand with a farm that I really like their guppies, because they raise them in true freshwater. So I thought, let me try balloon mollies myself. You know, that's my metric. What I'll do is if I can't get them good for the wholesaler, my next step is let me go straight to the farm, let me try it. If it doesn't work then I typically know they're just not to be had. And I have to try a few wholesalers, obviously. Like, I can't just try one and go, oh, yeah, it didn't work. You know, I gotta try, or not wholesalers, but yeah, multiple wholesalers and multiple farms. You know, so you gotta be aware of that. But I'm looking while you're looking. So yeah, I try it, and if I can't get it to live, even after I go to farms, then I know that this good quality is not out there. So, but let's get back to the shipment, shall we? All right, what do we got here? Whoa, this one's a heavy one. What are these? Are they Ryukins? They look Ryukin-ish, but at the same time don't. Maybe more fantails? See, this is what happens. So, like, obviously you're going like, wow, this is a lot of goldfish. They shipped like all the goldfish this week when normally they don't. Whereas I know they left out roseline sharks. I know they left out koi bettas. That's off the top of my head. I don't remember what else is missing so far that I ordered. But, yeah, so that's kind of the problem here is that, like, I might not have needed all these goldfish, but if I only ordered 2 bags and then those don't ship, oh, then guess what? I got no goldfish. So you order heavy, and sometimes it's going to come in heavy. More cold packs. Let's see what we got here. Yeah, these are short-bodied Ryukins. Okay, so I did order Ryukins. You can see here, lots of bags, lots of goldfish, and all these still got to go somewhere. I know some of them are going to my house, and I'm going to be sorting by size. And so what I do, by the way, I'm not all the way through the shipment yet, but what I do is you start with what you know where it goes. So like maybe I know where the guppies are going to go. I know where, you know, the blue mollies are going to go. Then you deal with the fires. Like, okay, well, where are all these goldfish going? Like, there's a lot. So I know some are definitely going to my house. And I've got 2 300-gallon totes open. So maybe what I'll do is like put all the same vendor, like these high-end bags, maybe they all go into one, because it'd be less likely to cross-contaminate there. Like when you mix different farms, it's more likely. So maybe that makes some sense, but you know, obviously I don't want to mix, like I wouldn't mix the super tiny calico fantails with the biggest fish I order, because that's going to be a food competition problem. But yeah, so let's keep moving. You know, I'm just bringing up thoughts as I come to them. Let's see here, more small goldfish. So these I think are I want to say little fantails again. I'm not sure what they are, but they're similar size to those ones over there. And the reason I brought some of these in is I want to grow them out. I want to, you know, take them from a small size and watch growth rates and learn. Alright, so I gotta probably set the camera down to do some of these, so I'm gonna do that. Alright, so these are the 2 bags that were in these extra thick bags here. We've got the remainder of my yunbaos, or ingot arandas. And then over here, we've got more of those really nice black ranchus. So, yeah, I'm excited with both of those shipments. I'm excited with most of this, honestly. Most of it looks to be pretty healthy at this point. You know, so those are all good things. Now I just gotta get put away this morning, so yeah. So let me let you guys in on a little secret. A few of you have picked up on it. I've been making hints about it for the last few weeks. Maybe it's time just to kind of announce it. You know, it's not ready to go yet by any means, but I'm working on it. And that is, I fully intend on selling high quality goldfish online. And so what that means is, you know, I brought in all these good goldfish. They gotta go through quarantine, and then they'll start hitting the website. You guys can buy them. They won't be cheap. I have no interest in selling mass quantities of fish at low prices. I'd rather sell high quality and sell very few, because that's what interests me as a hobbyist, and that's what I think is missing from the hobby. If you want a $5 goldfish, we can just go to a PetSmart, a Petco, that type of thing. But, you know, if you want a $500 goldfish or a $200 goldfish or something like that, I feel the options are very limited for that. Besides Dandy Arandas, maybe East Coast Ranchu, there's not that many breeders in the United States and people playing with it. And I saw an opportunity. I thought, why not get into this? Because I love goldfish, and I have trouble sourcing what I like. I have to basically import myself. And then I saw a good response to that, like in my store, and people go, wow, your goldfish are so nice. I wish I could get them like that. So I thought, you know what, let's do that. But there's lots of things to come. Like, for instance, at the moment, I only plan on shipping the goldfish overnight, no exceptions, and I'm only going to ship them on a Tuesday, no exceptions. Because I don't think it's fair to me, and it's fair to the customer to do it any other way. So if you go, well, I can only receive it on a Thursday, what that's going to do to someone like me is, if I accommodate you, come Wednesday morning, I've got to go to the airport, I've got to do all these things, so I might get up at 6 o'clock in the morning, pack your fish, drop them off at FedEx, then go do everything else I need to do, and the reality is, what I want to do is ship them on a Tuesday, and drop them off at FedEx at 4 p.m. right before they pick them up, so they're in the bag the least amount of time. So they're, because I'm going to spend all this time quarantining, water changing, feeding, medicating, getting this fish is the best I possibly can before I ship them. And I don't want to undo all that work with, oh, they sat in a bag extra long. So still designing packaging, and that's something that I feel is going to be key. We're going to ship it overnight, so yeah, very short window, but at the same time I want really good either styrofoam or a special bag that's going to hold in heat, like some of those bubble, foil wrap things. I want to make sure everything, like I'm pretty sure I'm going to use breather bags, like I'm 99% sure. I want to make sure everything is really dialed in so that the fish don't suffer for it, and when you guys spend that good money, you get a good value. And all the goldfish I sell will include shipping, so it's not gonna, it doesn't, it's a roundabout way. So like the way my website works, based on the amount you spend is how much you're gonna pay for shipping. Now the most you can possibly spend right now is $15, right? But if I have to overnight this to you, it's gonna cost me about $50 between packing materials and the overnight fee. So yes, you'll still pay the $15 and I'll pay all the rest, but that's included in the price. But let's say you order the goldfish and you order like 2 of these, 1 of these, that type of thing. I gotta ship those in a different box. That's all included in that shipping anyway. So I basically be paying all the shipping. There'll be a few dollars here and there. They're like, well, maybe technically, I'm not hearing any of that. Or not, I shouldn't say we. I'm only interested in shipping high-end goldfish to the people that want to give them good care and are willing to pay a price. That being said, I've got some cheaper options here in the store, but I don't think it makes sense to take a fish that I sell for $20 and then tack on at least $40 worth of shipping and materials and stuff like that, because a $20 fish probably just isn't worth at least that $60. And so it's probably not worth the time either. So realize that every package that I ship, it takes a lot of time to do it correctly. And for just $20, that's not even the profit, because I got to still buy that fish, right? So for just $20, I'd be better off making YouTube videos or being in the store and something like that. So that's why people are going to go, why are all your fish so expensive? Because it doesn't make sense to ship cheap fish from a business standpoint. That's the only reason there. So yeah, that, if I leave this in, you guys are getting, a real heads up look. I'm on the fence because I don't want to announce something like this and then like, oh, I thought you said you were going to do that. And it's like, well, I am going to do that. But realize I might be 6 weeks out, 2 months, 2 years from pulling the trigger. Because what I don't want to do is I don't want to race to market and go, you saw the fish, buy them today, it'll be great. Because they're not ready. Some of that stuff is very small. We're going to grow it out for a very long time. Some of this larger stuff we're going to put through quarantine. It's going to be for sale fairly soon. But what I do know about high-end goldfish is you can't buy it all the time. Like most of the time, I've been trying to order this stuff for weeks, literally weeks, and nothing's been shipping because I've been wanting to get it into quarantine and things like that. So yeah, that I know I can run out of a lot of this cool stuff, and so I'm not in a race to sell it. And then on top of that, I guess I should mention, what'll be on the website, it's all what you see is what you get. And so every fish, when you buy that fish, you will get that fish. It's not buy one black ranchu, it's that specific ranchu. So it'll be for instance, like, oh yeah, this is going to be in tank C, and you know it's C2, C3, C4, that type of thing. And so, you know, it's going to be a very personal level of service, and we'll see how it goes. It could be an absolute train wreck of like, oh man, there's too many questions, there's too much work going into it, or it works out great. But what I do know is a lot of you guys don't have access to good goldfish, and I feel like I can provide that, and I think some people will find value in that. And if you don't, no worries, you don't have to buy it. That's the great thing about this, is you can just, you know, do other things. But I don't have interest in shipping Tetras and things like that. I did that in the past. I did that, you know, I did over 10,000 orders, online orders, when I first opened the store, and it was all fish. Everything that was in the store was also online, and the problem was you would think that it would work, but it doesn't, because people order things like, I just need 2 neon Tetras because I already own 4, and that bag, plus the water, plus the weight in the box and the space it takes up, I actually lose money. It would be better for me to pay you $5 and refund your money on those 2 neon Tetras than it is for me to ship you 2 neon Tetras. And then heaven forbid, one died during shipping, now I gotta reship another one. So there's all these things, and that just didn't work. And it didn't matter if it was neon Tetras, pea puffers, you know, angelfish, rams. Basically, if it wasn't a high dollar value, when you net it out over having employees ship and work with you and stuff like that, we weren't making very much money at all. And when I say not very much money, there was lots of shipments. You've heard people like KG Tropical and stuff like that, where you actually lose money. And that's the thing, is like, you're going, well, how can you lose money? You're trying to stay competitive on an item we should be competitive on. I shouldn't be competing to get my coolie loach down to $1 with someone else selling online. They're selling at a loss, I'm selling at a loss, we're all losing money. I'm not going to compete to lose money. That's just a loser's game. So I stopped doing that for 10,000 orders, because at 10,000 orders, you can look at lots of statistics and you can figure out, that doesn't make sense. I'm paying people to lose me money. What that means is I pay an employee, he's got to pack it, he's got to do all that, he's got to run to the post office, and at the end of those orders, I've lost money. Why do I keep doing that cycle? And you go, okay, well, maybe I change packaging, maybe I change this, and you make all these tweaks, and eventually you get down to the bottom and you go, you know what? I don't think there's any way to make this work. And it's great when someone goes, I'll take 10 roseline sharks. That's a perfectly fine shipment. But that might take 1 medium flat rate box, but so does 2 neon Tetras, 1 snail, a pea puffer, and 2 corydoras. I've literally had that order before, and you're looking at it going, this doesn't justify the work and the shipping cost and the space, you know, because you go, okay, I'm going to have to put that into 2 different boxes now, so now I'm losing money on shipping. And yeah, so it's a no-win situation where I feel like good quality goldfish at the right price will be profitable for my business and be helpful to the community. So that's the line I got to blend, and I got to do a lot of work to make sure that comes through correctly, because I don't want to skimp on packaging and then go, ooh, we lost some of those goldfish shipping in the winter. Like, that can't happen. Same time, I can't lose them in the summer. And at the same time, I can't be like, oh yeah, they're only $5,000 each. But guess what? They're the best, you know. So I got to blend all those lines into something that makes sense. And that's the hardest thing to do in business. So yeah, I know, start at the top end and work my way down, as opposed to work from the bottom end, work your way up. I don't want to be in a race to the bottom with everyone else going, guess what? We got the cheapest goldfish around. I want to be known for, we have the best quality, we have healthy, I'm transparent, you can see exactly how I take care of them, you can see all the water changes every day that are being done, all the auto feeders are being used, all the different types of food we feed, all those things. I want to show it and be transparent so you know what you're buying. You're buying high quality fish, yes, but you're buying the way they were taken care of, and that's what I feel like isn't available. It's not that my competitors, being Dandy Aranda's East Coast Rancho, I think they have very good fish, and I think they take care of them, but I don't think they're showing you guys the way they should, and that's being very transparent. And yeah, someone can come along and do the same business I am if they can afford to house everything, if they can afford to place an order like this, no doubt. And they'll go, well, I get it. All you got to do is water change them 8 times a day and feed them 8 times a day, and you'll have great goldfish. The difference is the execution. Just like lots of people know how to manufacture cars and make cars and work on cars, but not everyone can run an entire factory, and that's the difference. That's why I'm not afraid to show you guys how I do stuff, because if you've got the know-how to run the business, you can figure this stuff out anyway. So, yeah, that's all I got. Now I got to start putting these away. I'll chime in and show them once they're in tanks, because I think that's going to be the best part. So, long-winded rant aside, who knows if this gets left in or not. I'm still on the fence. I could cut it the last minute, go, I'm not ready, or I can go, you know what? maybe I reward the people that do watch in the middle of my video and just let them know it's coming. And I know the people that are watching, they'll understand and they'll go, yeah, that makes good business sense for Corey, even though I don't like goldfish. Yeah, I know he's not going to be ready tomorrow, but when he is, if I'm really wanting that goldfish, maybe I'll wait for him, that type of thing. But, you know, maybe this is just a long-winded thing I shouldn't be saying, shouldn't be talking about it. Well, it's probably like 6:15 in the morning now. I don't know what time it is, but, you know, maybe it caught me at a weak moment. Who knows? But, yeah, back to work. All right, so let's take a look at some of the fish in the tanks. I've decided most of the goldfish are coming home with me. But we've got our balloon mollies here. Lots of nice sail fins, so that's always a good thing. They look to be doing okay. They're already, what I love to see is when they're starting to look for food, that's always a good sign. They won't get meds until the morning. Over here, we've got the calico veil tails, I believe. They seem to be doing pretty well. And when it comes over to here, these little, I think they're little fantails, maybe little ryukins, I gotta look. But we've already got a couple casualties in there, so that's not good. So I'll be pulling those. Meds won't start till, well, I mean, there's some meds in the water now, but real meds won't start till we do big water changes tomorrow, get them to go to the bathroom, get them clean, then start meds. What else do we got going on over here? These are the Swordtails, kind of the same thing. There's a few of them not doing so well through shipping. We'll see how they come through in the morning. Still alive. But yeah, I mean, these guys are huge. I mean, if you look at, you know, compared to my finger, they're like as long as my finger is, if not longer. So, and then we've got lots of male fancy guppies here. But yeah, that's the rest. Got to go to my house and go into totes, and got to do some sorting. And honestly, I need more capacity. But as you guys will see, I've already been working on that. So when you watch the next fish room video, you'll see I have new racks up. They're all 40 breeders. Guess what? You know, they can hold goldfish. If I had them ready, they're not quite filled with water. They're all filling with water slowly, but they're not cycled yet. So couldn't use them, but I'll make do. So now I got to load all this up. So not all of it, but these 2 boxes, so 2 out of 3 boxes back into the car. Then they go to my house, and then I can unpack them there, and I'll probably show some off while I'm there. So stay tuned. So I thought I'd give you guys a quick look. These are the black ranchus, the young bows, and there's some ryukins in here, short body ryukins. And we got to put meds in here. That's what's going to happen next. All these meds right here go into the water. Over here, we've got some more goldfish. You guys have probably seen this a little earlier in the video, but these guys are some stuff we brought in out of a pond. There's some pearl scales, baby black ranchus, some orandas, and rainbow shiners. And then over here in the new tote, we've got fantails, we've got black orandas, and I wonder if we have anything else here. Well, let me think. I think it's just those. Yeah, fantails and black orandas. But lots of them to choose from. Got to get meds in here as well. And those, you know, with the meds, got to soak for at least a week. Evaluate them as they, you know, each day I'll come in, I'll evaluate them, check on them, make sure they're not just bottom sitting, things like that. And then after that, we start turning the water change on, start getting those meds out of the water, assuming they get their health checked. But yeah, just that's how it goes, you know. So I'm gonna put meds in and we'll chime back in. So I just want to show you guys meds. We go, so like this tote is gonna use 2 of these. This is General Cure, and you know, so we're taking out of that container right there. Something like that runs, you know, I'm just gonna throw the price roughly $100, $125, whatever it is. So we go through lots of meds pretty quick. And when you start dumping in 2 of these at a time, you know, that's where I always say the meds cost money. Like they're not free. Like I go through so much medicine to treat something like this. But yeah, I could shoehorn these guys into a really small tank, but I don't want a chance causing them any harm. So, you know, that's what it is. So I'm going to go ahead and treat this and treat the other one with General Cure. Then I'll chime in with, you know, erythromycin and things like that. So next up is the erythromycin. Also going to put 2 of these in per tote. And this will get rid of any bacterial damage they had in the bag. This will help fight off any mild fungal infections as well as the bacterial. So I'm going to put in 2 of those. And then we'll go over the ICX. So with the ICX, we use 60 milliliters for this there's roughly 240 gallons in the tote at the moment. So also 2 of these gonna go in. So I'm gonna get the second one in there, and then it's very important I put the aeration back in, because when you put meds, it's just a good idea to have extra aeration because it can change the elasticity of the water and stuff like that. So let me put one more in. All right, so it's 6:22. You know, it's my favorite kind of shipment, and by favorite I mean most hated. You know, it's light outside, so that means I had to crawl into bed with my wife. She's gonna go, "What are you doing?" I gotta go, "You know, I did a fish shipment." She'll just be, you know, groggy, but that's what it takes for me to get the best fish, and I haven't found a way around it, so that's why I do it. If I found a great way to get fish like this without going through this, I would do it, but I truly believe I gotta get them from the airport quick, I gotta use medicine, I gotta quarantine, I gotta do all these things if I'm gonna look you in the eye and go, I did everything in my ability to sell you a healthy fish. And I truly do believe that, by the way. You know, when I tell my employees we can say that, I don't feel like there's other things we can do that are practical. Like, I'm not gonna take every fish and scrape it and put it under a microscope and stuff like that, because it's not practical. I can take a sample size, I could do 2 or 3 of them and then go from there, but stuff's still gonna slip through the cracks. You know, you can't bat 1,000% every time. The best brain surgeon in the world, the best heart doctor in the world kills people, you know, and that's all I can do is I can minimize the losses. I can, you know, rule out much more than most other vendors. You know, that being said, I do agree that Dandy Aranda's is great, and I agree that East Coast Ranchus is great, you know, but it's all about, you know, selection, right? And so East Coast Ranchus specialize in ranchus, but they might not have the color you like. Maybe I do, or something like that. So, you know, I think more on the market is just a good thing. Just because we have Pepsi and we have Coke doesn't mean we don't want a Snapple, we don't want an orange juice, something like that. So options, I think, are a beneficial thing. So yeah, I think that's gonna wrap it up. I've got to let these guys soak for a week, make other videos, do that type of thing, and now you've seen quite a few shipments in a row, but you know, something like this shipment wasn't huge or anything like that. It's a standard size shipment, but now we're into September, so this is gonna be like a regular thing. So I'll be able to film more of them. That's what was keeping me back from filming these, is fish selection's worse, I sell less, stuff like that. But yeah, so if you guys like it, go ahead and like it, share it around, you know, let me know if you're excited for the goldfish. I think I'm just gonna air it, you know, it's 6:30 in the morning, unless I wake up and go, I'm a complete idiot. I'm just gonna air that stuff, you know, about shipping them, because I'm excited about it. Honestly, I'm excited, and I hope you guys are too. And I realize if you're not a goldfish person, don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. You know, it's not for you. I get it. You know, but if you are a goldfish person, I'm hoping you're excited and things like that. So make sure you follow me on Instagram, and you're on our Facebook, stuff like that. You don't want to miss all the content. There's a bunch of content that's going to be coming out besides just videos. More pictures. You know, probably like with each of these ranchus, I need to at least photograph them. Maybe each one gets a video and stuff like that. Not ranchus, but goldfish. Each one gets a video, and all these things are going to happen, right? I've got to post that somewhere. I don't want to bombard the YouTube channel with it, because everyone's into goldfish. So maybe it's got to be a VMO account. Maybe it's going to be on the Facebook. I have no idea yet, but just know if you're following me and you want to see these goldfish or anything else, you know, at 3 o'clock in the morning when I'm putting away an Adonis Pleco, sometimes I go, ooh, that's a good picture. Snap, post to Instagram, you wake up to a nice surprise. So, all right, well, thanks for the support, guys. Thanks for ordering everything online. That helps a ton. That allows me to further this business. And, whoa, I almost whipped myself in the eye. That would have been a good way to go to bed. But, you know, my hands get moving and I start whipping this thing. But thanks for the support. We'll see you next time. I gotta get some sleep. 6:30 roughly by the time I get into bed. If I wake up at, well, let's push it to 10:30, hop in the shower. I can make it to my store by the time we're supposed to open. That way my employees aren't going, where is he? They'll see the aftermath. There's still boxes and stuff laying on the floor there, which my employees are used to. They walk in going, oh yeah, he must have had a late night, blah, blah, blah. But, all right. Thank you, guys. See you in the next one. Hope you enjoyed this one, because it's a lot of work to make it, but I do the work either way, so thanks for watching.